Hey, what's happening? Good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. I've been promising you guys this video for a while now, so I was all psyched to get here with my camera today, and I show up to the place that I had scouted out to do this. A perfect place to put my camera and a little area to ride my bike to show you what I'm going to talk about. And they're out there. I've never seen these guys out there before, but there's two guys out there today with leaf blowers, these gas-powered leaf blowers, making a racket right where I was planning to do the video. Kind of goes, you can still hear them over there. I'm like a mile away and you can still hear these things. So I had to sit up here. I hope it works. All right, the reason I'm making this video is because all this bull I see about Joe Biden and falling off the bike and making fun of him because saying that he's too old and all this other stuff. Let me say this, without a doubt, this is my opinion, riding a bike, it takes more agility, strength, decision making, reflexes, than definitely more than playing golf. Let's just say that for now. Joe Biden's 6 feet tall. I'm 6'3". The reason I say this is because the adjustment of the seat. Here, let me show you guys. The reason, my seat's up kind of. I put the seat up kind of high. It looks high, but it's to get full leg extension when I'm pedaling. So when I'm sitting on the seat, I can move my leg all the way down, and I get full use of my leg extension. I actually saw an older gentleman just this morning riding a bike, and he had his seat way down here, and he was all hunched over, and he was riding like this, and it's 10 times harder. You get way less. Your legs are straining way more, and it's probably not good for your back either. Okay, so the seat's up high. The reason I bring that up is because it doesn't. When you have the seat at the proper height, it's kind of hard to get on and off the bike. Here, I'll show you. Whenever I get on and off the bike, I do it while I'm in motion. Okay, like I don't stand still and get off the bike. I take a few pushes, like this, and then put my foot up while I'm moving. And then I get off like that. So you keep in motion. Now, what I saw with Biden the other day, he had come to a complete stop. See, and it's hard. You have to actually lay the bike down. If you have the seat where it should be, you have to actually lay the bike down and put your leg like this. And so that's how I get on and off. I do it while the bike's in motion. See, it's so much harder, right? I could fall over right there doing this. Okay, the other thing is these. I'll put a picture of these things on I'll put them on the thumbnail for this video. They're called toe cages, and I hate these things. I will never use them. They screw onto the top of each pedal, and you slide your foot into them, so they cover your toe. And the idea here is to give to make more use of the motion of your feet. So you're not just pushing down and getting energy thrust from your down push, but you could pull the pedal up. With your toes in the toe cage, you could pull and push at the same time. That's the whole purpose of these toe cages. Now, first of all, the only time I think anybody should ever use these things, or the only good time to use it, would be if you were in a road race where you weren't going to stop often. Like if you're riding around town, with stoplights and people walking, I think toe cage is a terrible idea, because you're going to have to pull your foot out and then put it down. And sometimes you have to do this in a split second. And that's it. In these, I'll put the pictures on my thumbnail. Joe Biden did have, he was using toe cages that day. So I have nothing good to say about these toe cages. The last accident I got into, all right, I'll show you guys what happened. I was riding down the sidewalk, and there was a garbage can, and I came a little too close to it. It hit the end of my handlebar and spun my handlebars. So in that case, if I had my foot in the toe cage, I had to put my foot down really fast. Well, actually, I put it back here, and I wouldn't have been able to do it. I would have fallen over. But what did happen is I put my foot down and then I kicked into the pedal. which created some other problems. I got I have kind of skinny legs, and I got a huge lump on my calf, and I kept riding. And I stopped at a stoplight, and I just tapped that huge egg on my leg. I just tapped it at the stop sign, and I looked down, and it had split open, and it hit an artery. And when I looked down, there was steady jets of blood squirting about this far out of my leg with my heartbeat. And I had no phone on me. I was about 3 miles from home. So I actually had to ride the bike back home without passing out. I just pulled my sock up, kind of tied it tight around where it was bleeding, and I did make it back home. But you should carry a phone with you at all times. I don't recommend a tow cage, but a phone. And it just brings up another point. I'm really considering getting shin guards, because I think for me at least, shin guards would be a lot more helpful, a lot more protection. All right, some other tips here. Let me tell you guys something else. If you're looking to buy a bike, I'm going to give you a little tip. I just told this to some people that were asking me the other day. If you're just going to go like to Target or Dick's or Walmart or whatever, or any local bike shop, you want to look. If you're going to buy an inexpensive bike, you want to look right here. See, there's 4 screws holding the handlebars to the neck. 4 screws is the best. It shows the best. They're investing in the bike. Some just have 2, one on top and one below. Now the bike you don't want to buy is the bike that only has 1 screw. It has a clamp and it just has 1 screw through it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to break off and your handlebars are just going to break off, but it shows shoddy workmanship. It shows that they're skimping on some of the important parts of your bike. So this would, if I had one tip for people that were going out to look to buy a bike, that would be it. Look at how many screws. Just check. Like I said, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. That's the best setup. That's the most they usually put. Sometimes there's 2. And then 1 is a no-go for me. Because if they skimped on that, chances are they skimped on a lot of other stuff too. I always go with disc brakes. They're better than calipers. But if I had one tip, that'd be it for you guys. All right, so anyway, like I said, I am no Biden fanatic. I'm not here to stick up for Joe Biden, but I fell over just the other day doing this. I actually went to get on the bike, and you have to make sure I have to make sure my foot's right in the middle here, in the middle of the pedal, and it wasn't, and my foot kind of slipped off. And I kept going, and I fell right over. This was just about 10 days ago. That's why when I made the other video about Joe Biden, I was saying this just happened to me, except I was getting on the bike. So it's easy. This is one of probably the easiest tumble you're going to take on a bike, is getting on or off it, especially if your seat's adjusted to where it should be. For us tall guys, it's hard to swing our legs up and over that. And once you get more once you're better riding the bike, you can get on and off it while it's in motion. I'll show you guys one more time. Like I said, whenever I get on and off, I always do this. I never do it standing still. I get a few pumps, and then I swing up like that. And then getting off like that. If Joe Biden had done it, if Biden had done that, he would have never fallen over, and poor Donald Trump wouldn't have been able to make his goofy juvenile videos. Let me say this, without a doubt, like I said, I think riding a bike for an 80-year-old man is amazing. It takes a lot of reflexes, especially decision making. Like I said, I dare say it takes a lot more strength, decision making, reflexes, than being out on a golf course and having somebody carry your bags and your golf cart and all that other stuff. Riding a bike is much more of a manly alpha sport. All right, you guys have a great Wednesday.